them on the factors of production. Jeff.
All right, so gentlemen, I read a lot of optimism from the president. But again, as far as agriculture goes, there are a lot of moving parts. We are banking on the short rain season. But if history is anything to go by, just recently we were dealing with drought, something we had not seen. So in about a minute each, I just want to get your sentiments, Ken. What do you think? Are we being too optimistic? Or maybe it's time that someone told the president, hey, you need to be a bit cautiously optimistic, even as you're being optimistic?
I think the notion that fertilizer is a game changer, which is the phrase that was used, I think is actually incorrect. From what I've seen in the agricultural space, it's actually lack of extension services. That's actually the biggest crisis in our agriculture. Far too many farmers are not aware of what they should be planting, their acidity in their soils, the optimal market price, and all these insights can only come from extension services provided by extension by the Ministry of Agriculture. So I think that notion is leading our agricultural strategy in the wrong direction. Yes, fertilizer is one part, but agriculture is, you have livestock farming, you have fish farming, you have quite a bit number of subsectors. So I would encourage them to relook that strategy and focus a lot more on extension services, which is where there's a huge information asymmetry between the farmers and really what should be happening in terms of the markets.
All right, so Dr. Ken is going big on the extension services. So what is your take on the same?
Alternative approaches to agriculture, because the rain will not be a sure thing. Fertilizer is banking on rain. When you give fertilizer, you expect it to rain. When you think alternative, you are thinking in terms of dams. You're also thinking in terms of doing agribusiness. I think let's think. It's good to think about fertilizer, but let's not fix our mind on fertilizer. Let's think about alternatives without rain, and also do agribusiness.
All right, let's think about alternative ways apart from the rains. Okay, so Dr. I know we still have a lot to cover in terms of just some of the big stories making headlines throughout the week, but we want to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be talking about that big word, WorldCoin. What does it mean? What is it all about? Stay with us.